Most unfinished songs can be fully arranged in just 5 minutes. Yes, even that really cool loop that you've been stuck on. To prove it, in this video, I'm going to set a 5-minute timer and challenge myself to turn an 8-bar loop into a full song. You can grab the finished project file and all of the templates and Ableton racks that I use in this video in the link in the description and on screen now. You'll also get access to a growing library of project files based on Beatport Top 10s. And if you need help finishing songs faster, you can grab the Ultimate Song Finishing Toolkit for free in the link in the description as well. With that said, let's jump into this. All right, so we're back here. In the last video, we created this like 8-bar loop. And in this one, we're going to extend this into a full 5-6 minute song. Pretty polished. There'll be more needed to be done, of course, but the challenge is to do this in 5 minutes only. So real quick before we jump in, here is what it sounds like. So pretty cool. I think it could definitely use like a bit more work, but we're going to be able to expand this in just 5 minutes. So with that said, let's get started with this. So let's start the timer in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually just kind of clean up everything here. I want to move whatever we're not using out of the way, just like this. Okay, cool. I want to make sure everything is also like labeled correctly. It's going to be able to help us actually arrange this song without even really listening to it, which is kind of crazy. So let's have a listen to this one. Cool. I would say like bridge pad thing. This is what? Rhythm, Vox. What is this one? Echoey Vox. And then what is this? Everybody Vox. And then we'll just grab all these, group them, and we'll call this Vox. I always usually like making this pink. Okay, cool. So now that everything's a little bit more organized, what I'm then going to do is go over to my templates, and I have this song finishing template, and I'm going to drag in these two right here. And so what one of them is an arrangement track. So basically it is just using MIDI clips to signal where like the main parts of popular songs are. So it's intro, sub, break, all that kind of stuff. And I can use this to quickly visually map out the tune. And we're gonna use the process of subtraction rather than like constantly trying to add new things to be able to finish this song really, really fast. So what we'll do is just grab everything and let's just paste this over all the drop areas. I'll drop this in here too. It's a good start. Let's do the intro and outro. So we'll just, oh no, get that back, Control C. Let's get this over the intro and outro. We're going to have it so the kick is removed in the back half of the outro and it's removed in the back half of the intro. Now let's go ahead and create the other part. So what we'll do is just grab everything except for the bridge and vocals. We'll drag that over here. Let's do that for the build down as well. And then let's see. Let's drag in the drums through half of there, no kick. Oh yeah, let's remove the kick on all the breaks. Simple thing to do there. Then let's go ahead and let's have this bridge pad going through the entire thing here. We're going to get into some automation a little bit here too. So let's go ahead and have this bridge automation kind of come in like that. And then it'll play during the drop. And then it will start to fade out into this build down. Okay, I think that's pretty good. How are we doing for time? 2 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's get the bass to be removed, have it in there and have it come back in here. And then this mid bass part. Okay, let's do a little bit of, I think we're gonna go like this. Have this play over the breakdown. Maybe pause it there. Well, we're gonna do a little pause here too. Cool. Let's go back into the vocals. And let's have these vocals here. Like that. Let's go Control F, EQ8. Let's drop that onto the vocals here. We're going to have the vocals fading in like this. Boom, boom, and then we'll have them drop out and then fade back in. Pull a kick drum just before. Are we doing for time? Just a minute left. Okay, cool. We're gonna do a little bit more automation here. So let's go ahead and fade in the automation here like this. Let's do the same thing for this rising synth. Boom. Dub call, whatever that is. Mid bass, let's bring this in a little bit more later too. We're probably running out of time, but let's do this. I don't know why that's not showing up how I want it. There we go. Perfect. So we'll have that kind of fading in as well. Remove a little bit of a kick here. What are we doing for time? 20 seconds. Let's keep going. Pad hits. Let's have these fade in as well. And then if we could have them kind of fading out too. And then back in. So we do the same thing on the dub call here. Something like that might be cool. Oh no. Oh, out of time. I'm just gonna go like this real quick. I just want to get these vocals in here. Okay, cool. So let's see. That was a 5-minute little challenge, and let's kind of have a look at what we've done here. So we have an overall song that's about just under 6 minutes long. It has like breaks and a breakdown, and like the vocals are coming in and out and all that. We're gonna have a listen to it in just a moment so you can see what can be done in 5 minutes without even listening to the song, just by knowing kind of like how song structures work and all that kind of stuff, and having some experience with it for sure. But with that said, a couple things I want to go over. First thing is this reference track. I want to have a listen to that and see like what I could learn from like the Beatport top charting song. So we had this. So it's that like grindy, synthy, Max Styler kind of like techno-y, more aggressive-y techno sounds in like the house music, tech house blend, which I hate, to be honest. So I'm not super into hearing that in the Beatport charts. I've heard like hopefully this stuff is going to be phasing out, especially with stuff like disco coming a little bit more into play. So I do feel like this is in its last legs. It sucks to be hearing this because I don't really like this style at all. Having a listen to a little bit more the bass line of it, like yeah, that like kind of synthy, techno-y kind of sound. The drums, let's hear the drums that they had. Big open hat, very tech housey, nothing too crazy there. Also, this was quite fast. The original was at 144. Definitely not my cup of tea, but it's interesting to kind of hear some of the sounds that are still popular in the Beatport charts at least. Could be useful when when making your own music. Moving forward from that, song changes that I would want to make. So it's like, I think the biggest thing that I can definitely tell that I would want in this tune is fixing up the vocals. Having a stronger vocal hook is something that I'd want to change in this one. Potentially switching it out to do a remix instead might be kind of cool. That's definitely the biggest thing popping at me. Maybe kind of some kind of more synth automation for sure. Mixing and mastering is something that like would have to be done a little bit too. Nothing too much. Main thing is like I think that main hook could be definitely a lot better. The vocals are kind of just random words, nothing too impactful. Those are the biggest changes I'd make there. Then I think the biggest changes moving forward onto like the next song, I'll do another challenge starting next week. I think would be, I don't know if I want to pick just like the most popular name. I might want to switch it up and pick something that's a little bit more interesting to me personally, but I can still do something that's in the Beatport tops there for sure. Okay, so we'll have a listen to this. I'm going to do actually a cheating bonus round because this is something that I'll usually do as another technique for arranging myself. And that's as I'm listening to it, making like future changes. So you'll be able to see like as it's playing through, I'll be able to kind of hear how things are actually interacting with each other and then be able to make automation changes for parts that are coming up in the future to be able to make it a little bit more cohesive and make the listening back session more useful as a producer. So yeah, hopefully you'll find all that useful. Make sure you like and subscribe because you'll be able to see the next challenge that we do. And then also there'll be a link in the description where you can get access to this template. I'm going to be, a big thing that needs to change in this one is actually changing out the drums because it's actually using the original stems as the kind of placeholder drums. So I'm going to want to change that out too. And I will change that out for the final file that you can get access to you can grab this project file and a bunch of other templates that I use to finish songs fast, and a bunch of other Beatport Tops remake inspirations kind of things. Anyways, I'm blabbing now, so let's go ahead and play the tune out, and yeah, I'll show you some extra tips along the way.